Hi guys, only Dan here. Just a very quick vid on just talking about the nutrition plan that you've got. A couple of questions being asked in the group. Some very good questions about hitting around about 1200 calories a day. Mostly speaking, a 1200 calorie a day is classed as a very low calorie diet, which is not actually something I would ever really advocate. Um, Hence why you do need to adjust ever so slightly depending on how you feel and how you and how you're adapting to this nutrition plan. If you start feeling nauseous or ill or tired to the point where you feel that you can't go on and there's lots of side effects, then you need to up your calories. Simple as that. Most of you actually probably are massively under your calories normally anyway, so this is probably a significant increase in calories. However, if you're like a little person, um, in terms of body weight and size, so if you say, I don't know, 5'2" and you weigh sort of 45, 50 kilograms, you need to look at your caloric requirements for your day and see whether or not you're underneath those caloric requirements. So there are some good little tools on the internet, which are things like BMR calculators, etc. So, for example, for my BMR, you have to factor in, which is it's basal metabolic rate, which means um, the rate at which you expend calories, and that factors in exercise as well. So if you've got, so for example, me, I'm 97 and a half, 98 kilograms, I'm 6'1", and I'm 30. So my basal metabolic rate, and then if you factor in all the exercise levels, etc., my sort of resting, what I need to sort of maintain my weight would be around about 2,900 calories, I think it is off the top of my head, something like that. So 2,900 calories. So if you imagine, that's just to maintain my weight. So if you knock off 400 calories from that, you're talking 2,500. So as you can see, this nutrition plan would be awful for me personally. I'd be knackered because it would be half the amount of calories that I'd require just to lose a pound, £2 a week. So this is what you have to do. You have to kind of adjust it slightly, go on feel and look, and and how you're doing in that in with the nutrition plan. It is only 4 days into it, so see how you go. But ultimately, you do have to adjust. You can't just nothing can you can never really leave it to guesswork. This is why I put some weights of foods to give you some ideas. Um, so we'll give it a few more days and see how you go. Hopefully that has answered a couple of questions. But yes, you should be tracking your food. If you really want to get results, if you're really serious about changing your body, you have to track what you're doing. If you don't, you're just leaving it up to the powers that be to see what happens. Some of you 1,200 calories is actually fine. That's actually quite a good amount of calories. Some of you it might be slightly too much, but for the majority it should be that's probably quite low. So have a look, and you might need to adjust some things here and there. But it is a low carbohydrate, high protein, and your fats should be increased, guys. Make sure your fats are high. So have your fats from coconut oil, flaxseed, avocado, nuts, um, fish oil. If you don't have them, guys, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer with results. You're gonna suffer with your energy levels. You're gonna suffer with your digestive system. All sorts of things. Don't be scared of eating fat. If you're scared of eating fat, you're really, really going to be fighting against a losing battle. Fat is not our enemy. Simple sugars and how sugars are eaten, your insulin sensitivity, etc. Those are the things we need to be looking at. So I do bang on about this in boot camp. I don't get very much time to talk to you, so I thought I'd just do you a little vid just to sort of explain the nutrition plan. Water. Your water needs to be roughly around, so you need to times your weight in kilograms by 0.8, and that's where you need to be. So let's have a look. What would mine be? 97 times 0.8. No, that doesn't work. Hang on a sec. It's I might have to go into that a bit later on. So it's 30 to 40 milliliters of water for every kilogram. So 97 times 40, 3.8. So it'd be about between 3 and 4 liters of water. So between 3 and 4 liters for me. Somebody who's half my size, bear in mind I'm 97 kilograms, so most of you are probably around 60 odd mark, I'd imagine. So you need to be looking at that. So right, take that down, and that's how much water you need. If you don't drink water, your cells are going to struggle to process fat. So your intra and extracellular fluid is going to be bad. Bad. It's going to be. It's not going to be decent. Also, your what else is going to be a problem if your water's lacking? Yeah, your electrolytes. Yeah, that's right. Your electrolytes aren't going to help you transfer nutrients into the cells. So ensure that your fats are where they need to be. You should be aiming, depending on your body size. I mean, sometimes you can be upwards. I've had some days upwards. I'm upwards of 110 grams of fat. No worries because of the fat where the fats come from. That includes saturated fat. You don't have to be frightened of saturated fat as long as you have a balanced fatty acid profile. And saturated fat does not cause heart disease. That's a load of balls, I'm afraid, guys. So it's a poor diet all round, and this is an extra good diet. There's a couple of little processed bits in there, but that's not too bad. So make sure you're sticking to it. Get tracking, guys. If you're stuck, track your food. Look up a BMR calculator. I can put one in the group if you want. You can work out roughly where your calories need to be. And you should be happy days. But 1200 calories is very low, so just take that into consideration. And I shall see you at 8 o'clock. Make sure you're all warmed up. See you later.